Hello students, welcome to our first module of class 8 Civics, Social and Political Life 3, Chapter 5, Judiciary. In this module, we will learn about what is the role of the judiciary as well as about the structure of courts in India. So let us begin. A glance at the newspaper provides you a glimpse of the range of work done by the courts in this country. But can you think of why we need these courts? You have already read in Unit 2, in India we have the rule of law. What this means is that laws apply equally to all persons and that a certain set of fixed procedures need to be followed when a law is violated. To enforce this rule of law, we have a judicial system that consists of the mechanism of courts that a citizen can approach when a law is violated. As an organ of the government, the judiciary plays a crucial role in the functioning of India's democracy. It can play this role only because it is independent. Now let us see what is the role of the judiciary. Courts take decisions on a very large number of issues. They can decide that no teacher can beat a student, or about the sharing of river waters between states, or they can punish people for particular crimes. Broadly speaking, the work that the judiciary does can be divided into the following. First comes dispute resolution. The judicial system provides a mechanism for resolving disputes that can arise between citizens. It can be dispute between citizens and the government. It can be disputes again between two state governments. For example, when we talk about the state government of Tamil Nadu and the state government of Karnataka, they have a long dispute on the share of the water of the river Kaveri. Again, you might have also heard about disputes between the Delhi government and the Haryana government, again on water, that is the share of water of the Yamuna river. A dispute may also arise between the central government and the state governments. You might have heard recently in news that UGC has asked all the state governments to conduct the final year examination. But various state governments have cancelled the final year examination in their respective states. So a dispute has arisen, and this can be resolved, or this will be resolved by the judiciary. Next comes judicial review. As the final interpreter of the Constitution, the judiciary also has the power to strike down particular laws passed by the Parliament if it believes that these are a violation of the basic structure of the Constitution. This is called judicial review. Next comes upholding the law and enforcing fundamental rights. This is another important role played by the judiciary. Every citizen of India can approach the Supreme Court or the High Court if they believe that their fundamental rights have been violated. For example, in the class 7th civics book, you read about Hakim Sheikh, an agricultural laborer who fell from a running train and injured himself, and whose condition got worse because several hospitals refused to admit him. On hearing his case, the Supreme Court ruled that Article 21, which provides every citizen the fundamental right to life, also includes the right to health. It therefore directed the West Bengal government to pay him compensation for the loss suffered, as well as to come up with a blueprint for primary health care with particular reference to treatment of patients during an emergency. That is known as the Paschim Bengal Khet Mazdoor Samiti versus State of West Bengal 1996. Now let us see what is an independent judiciary. Before that, let us imagine a situation in which a powerful politician has encroached on land belonging to your family. Within this judicial system, the politician has the power to appoint and dismiss a judge from his office. When you take this case to the court, the judge is clearly partial to the politician. The control that the politician holds over the judge does not allow for the judge to take an independent decision. This lack of independence would force the judge to make all judgments in favor of the politician. Although we often hear of rich and powerful people in India trying to influence the judicial process, the Indian Constitution protects against this kind of situation by providing for the independence of the judiciary. One aspect of this independence is the separation of powers. This you have already read in chapter 1 as a key feature of the Constitution. What this means here is that other branches of government, that is, the legislature and the executive, cannot interfere in the work of the judiciary. The courts are not under the government and do not act on their behalf. For the above separation to work well, it is also crucial that all judges in the High Court as well as the Supreme Court are appointed with very little interference from these other branches of government. Once appointed to this office, it is also very difficult to remove a judge. It is the independence of the judiciary that allows the court to play a central role in ensuring that there is no misuse of power by the legislature and the executive. It also plays a crucial role in protecting the fundamental rights of citizens because anyone can approach the courts if they believe that their rights have been violated. Now let us see what is the structure of courts in India. There are 3 different levels of court in our country. There are several courts at the lower level while there is only one at the apex level. The courts that most people interact are called subordinate or district courts. These are usually at the district or tehsil level or in a town, and they hear many kinds of cases. Each state is divided into districts that are presided over by a district judge. Each state has a high court, which is the highest court of that state. At the top is the Supreme Court that is located in New Delhi and is presided over by the Chief Justice of India. The decisions made by the Supreme Court are binding on all other courts in India. Remember, there is only one Supreme Court that was established on 26th of January 1950, the day India became a republic. And at present, there are 25 high courts. Let us summarize what we have learned. In India, to enforce the rule of law, we have a judicial system, which is an organ of the state. The important functions of the judiciary are dispute resolution, judicial review, upholding the law, and enforcing fundamental rights. In India, there are 3 different levels of court. For example, the district court, high court, and the Supreme Court. Let us see what you have grasped today. Here are some questions for you. Your question number 1 is, dash is the highest court of justice in India? And their options are A. Supreme Court, B. High Court, C. District Court, or D. Lok Adalat. And the correct answer is A. Supreme Court. Your next question is, to ensure the independence of the judiciary in India, dash. You have to complete the statement. And the options are A. The Parliament can give judgment in criminal cases. Option B. The judges can be easily removed. Option C. Our Constitution has various provisions that keep it free from the influence of the legislature and executive. Or option D. The executive can overrule the judgment given by the Supreme or High Court. And the correct option is C. Our Constitution has various provisions that keep it from the influence of the legislature and executive. Your third question is, there are dash high courts in India, and the options are A. 20, B. 22, C. 25, or D. 27. And the correct answer is C. 25. It's practice time now. Here is some homework for you. Your question number 1 is, what is judiciary? Your question number 2 is, describe the functions of the judiciary. And your question number 3 is, with the help of a pyramid, show the hierarchy of courts in India. In our next module, we'll discuss about the different branches of the legal system as well as about access to the courts. Till then, take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.